Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you for joining another scene for Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. Our scene starts off in the Scepter of the Green, in the park, where a older gentleman, probably around the age of, we'll say in his late 40s, starts off by approaching the one grants Eternal's rest. His brow is sheened or has a slight sheen of sweat from the heat, and he seems to take a rag from his pocket and wipe his face before he offers, we'll say his neck in respect to him, and he will speak up, and his voice is pretty solid, gravelly, aged, and carries a certain kind of gravitas to it, despite not being Garo, which is evident. But yeah, might you be the one named Grants Eternal's Rest?
Grants Eternal Rest, yes, that's me. And he'll, like, if the guy is still showing throat, he'll tap his throat, as in showing that he can get out of the position.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God's body. I've been searching all fucking day for you. I am Hilly. I am one of the Wyrmfoe's kinfolk. He had asked me to come and find you. And needless to say, I've been searching all day, but finally you're here. So, per the Wyrmfoe, get your ass to the training grounds.
And he'll nod. Yes, of course. And he'll just go to the training grounds.
Mm-hmm. And once you take your leave, Hilly will actually stick around for just a second, enough to watch you leave, and then he'll make his exit, actually exiting, pretty much going for the exit of the park. But as you arrive to the training grounds, what you see is a tall man, about 6'5", 6'7", somewhere in that area. Dirty blonde hair, beard, shades. He has a button-up shirt, some loose jeans, and what looks to be like steel-toed boots, and a knife that hangs from his hip. It's a pretty big knife, needless to say. It's a hunting knife.
He'll stop a bit beforehand, knowing that, having been told that the Wyrmfoe is a get, he's kind of, I wouldn't go to the extent of saying he's worried, but he's a bit, let's say, has a bit of anxiety about going on, about meeting the kinfolk, about meeting the Wyrmfoe. He knows that, well, he'll eventually have to tell him that he used to be a get himself. So he takes a deep breath and goes there.
Mm-hmm. So, once Eric turns around and regards this new Garu, he will take off his glasses and give him a expectant glare.
Yep, he'll as he approaches, he'll show his throat.
Is that all you got for me?
I'm Grant's Eternal Rest, child of Gaia, youth of the nation, born on 2 legs, and Arun. I was told you were looking for me. I was told to present myself to you.
Eric will look him over once more once especially when he says that he's an Arun. Um, he looks at you with this predatory type of gaze, and he cants his head. And after a moment, he responds, Merrick Skavgard deeded all his ash, Fimbul's blood, first of the last battle, shadows the moonlit mall, and guardian of memory. I'm a Homa to Arun, get of Fenris. I am an Adrian to this nation, I am Wyrmfoe to this sept, and I am the alpha of the urban vigil. Well, you have the looks of a fighter, and I've heard little stories about you. So tell me more about yourself. You as a person, as a Garu. What are you about? What's your agenda? Why are you here at this set specifically?
I'm here from the set of the Barking Bird. It's a small get set. All the way, well, close to the other end of the world. We're in the Pacific. But and I came here looking for my brother. He has turned to the worm, and when I found out, I knew that he was looking for me. He left a note saying that there was no longer protection and that he would be looking for me. So, as a warrior of Gaia, as I did what my duty was, I started looking for him as he was now a servant of the worm. I looked for him. I wanted to look for him before he could find me. I looked around my sept and the neighboring septs and couldn't find anything, so I came here where I have kinfolk. I thought that if he wasn't going after me, he might try reaching me by going after my kinfolk. So this is why I'm here.
So you dragged your ass all the way across the fucking waters to this side of the earth and fucking bring your problems to this sept?
Mental nod. Had to make sure my kinfolk were safe, and well, the battle against the worm is much more important here than back in my home set. So might as well prove myself while I'm here.
I can respect wanting to protect your kinfolk. I admit I don't appreciate, you bringing your problems, but we all have our baggage. So I expect that that'll be taken care of very quickly.
I have already started reaching out and looking for him. But yes, also, just as a thing, if you smell him, you'll smell that there's an obvious get smell to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was about to get to that. So, Kagi, but you come from a get sept. How did that come about?
And he'll take a breath. I used to be I was born a get of Fenris. I was born under Fenrir, but because of things that happened in my life, I decided to follow Unicorn.
And Eric is not one to hide things. He has no dots and subterfuge whatsoever. So you actually see his face contort to one of disgust, maybe a little bit of contempt.
Yeah.
Really now. So you decided that you were not fit enough and you went running to Unicorn. Very interesting. Usually, those like you don't get the chance to do that. You're usually, shifted out or picked out from the rest and summarily killed off. I guess you should consider yourself lucky. But let me tell you this. If I ever see you running or being cowardly on the battlefield, I will make you pay for it dearly. There will be no second chances like you had running to Unicorn. Do you understand me?
I will never run away from battle.
Good.
I may not be a get, but I still have the heart to fight a battle, and I will, unless my alpha tells me otherwise. I will fight till the end. It is my duty.
That's good. You're one of the few Kages then that seem to know that everybody spills blood eventually. There's no hiding from it. It's just the way things are. Wherever Garu are, there is fighting there. Do you understand?
I he'll nod. I was born in the same tribe as you were. I know that. Well, I am not foolish enough to lie to myself and say that we can ever live in complete peace. We can never live without having fights. Fights will be fights will always be existing wherever we are.
Good. Well, you have some common sense about you. And it seems like your education at the Sept was adequate and it carried with you into becoming a child of Gaia. So, what is it that you want while you're here? What is important to you other than this issue with your brother and protecting your kinfolk?
I am a warrior of Gaia. I must prove myself. I am happy to be in the Sept of the Green. It is a much bigger Sept than I used to be back home. Like I said, the fight against the worm is much important here, much larger than back home. Back home, we were we were around 20 Garu in the entire Sept. Here, well, it's a lot bigger. So I'm here to prove that even if I am a child of Gaia, I can still fight with the heart of any Garu. I am still a rune.
Good answer. And it's about that time that Eric will catch, I guess, another sleeping individual on the training grounds, and he'll beckon to Grant's Eternal's Rest to go and wake that individual up.
Oh, right now he's just meditating, basically.
Okay. I believe that's the other one I'm looking for. Why don't you go and bring him over here for me?
He'll nod. And he'll approach Shin.
Shinlo will basically, he'll basically, it'll be about at least about 10 minutes until you open his eyes, and basically he'll take out a statue, and basically he'll bow to it, take a deep bow, then he'll just get up, and basically he'll, if you needed me today.
Hey, the Wyrmfoe has asked of me that I come and get you. We have to talk to him. I think he wants to know about us, since we're the two latest additions to the set.
Of course. And basically, he'll just follow you to home.
And he'll
Yep.
just walk back to Eric.
What Shinlo sees is a 6'5", 6'7", dirty blonde-haired man with a thick beard, jeans, knife, boots, and a kind of like a button-up shirt. Tattoos up his right arm and on his left hand, with various Viking iconography and stuff like that. He looks to Shinlo with an expectant stare.
Basically, when Shinlo gets near him, Shinlo will basically get down on his knees and basically take a super deep bow, basically, like face to the ground. It just will stay there.
Eric will lower his head and question him. Is this custom where you come from?
Yes, Wyrmfoe. It is a custom. It is how we show. It is how we show our submission to those of higher rank and station. I'm sorry, I can do it a different way if you want me to the traditional style of the group over here, if need be.
What you're doing is fine, though I will ask you for you to introduce yourself to me.
Of course, and basically his face and stuff will still be on the ground and everything. I am Shinlo. I bear no deed name, and I am a child and song singer of Chimera. From the sept of Shangri-La, that heavens, and basically I am now a member of the sept of the Green. And I am Cleo.
Moklief, I am Eric Skovgard, deeded All This Ash, Fimble's Blood, First of the Last Battle, Shadow of the Moonlit Maw, and Guardian of Memory. I am a Homid, Arun, Geta Fenris, and Adrian to the Nation. I am the Wyrmfoe here and Alpha of the Urban Vigil. And you may rise.
Thank you. And basically he'll get up.
So, much like my friend here, well, I won't say friend just yet, but your compatriot and fellow SUP member, I asked him a few questions, and I'm going to ask you the same things. Tell me about yourself, what I need to know, what kind of baggage you have, what kind of goals you have while you're here, and how long do you intend to stay?
I tend to stay for quite a while until I can a pack of some sort that is connected to set that I'm from. I am seeking them out in retribution, but until then, last, I am here as and a Galliard. The tales of the new.
So you're seeking retribution as well, though your circumstances are slightly different.
I seek retribution on my own.
That's good. Because as long as you're staying here on my sept, your responsibilities to the sept come first. Your personal bullshit comes afterwards, obviously. And I've heard through a means that you both wish to join the Guardian Corps. At least I know you did. You made that very evident with a howl. As far as you've been recommended, and he points to Simon.
He'll like raise an eyebrow. I have. Good.
So, the warder had asked me to get a feel for you guys and check you out. So, I'm gonna need you two to fight each other. You are going to fight in Homid. You will not use any gifts. You will stay inside this circle. If you should happen to be pushed out or thrown out, you are disqualified, and the other one is made the winner. You will go until the other is knocked out or submits. Is that clear?
Or not?
Of course.
Yes.
All right. Let's get bodies dropping on the floor. Get started right now. And Eric will turn and head to the outside of the ring, and he'll turn and watch expectantly with his sunglasses on.
Are we using Werewolf dice roller for this?
Yep, I already started the scene, so you guys can roll initiative and get going.
So basically, it's okay. All right.
So I'm at 16.
I know I rolled mine wrong, so 13.
Okay. So he'll yeah, just go. What are the rules for kicks again?
I believe they're a diff 7, and let me see.
And they do more damage, do they? Wait, let's see.
I think it's like 1, 2, but let me just make sure. Combat guide. And all right, kick is dex 7, it's dex brawl, and it's +1 bashing. So strength +1.
Okay. Yeah, he'll do that. He'll go for a kick. So that's 4 carry over +1. That's 4 bashing.
Okay. Do stamina specialty goes into play for this?
Not for
Because
soaking, no. You just roll straight stamina.
I take 2. And basically, what happens? He blocks it, and it scoots him back a little bit, but not. You landed a very heavy kick. He just kind of does like a little block.
And before it's the other ones before it's Diamond's turn, I'll say I'll use 3 rage.
Okay.
My character is going to only spend he'll spend 2, and basically he'll basically get into like this little fighting style, and basically he'll basically go for a punch, and basically he just going in for a punch. So. He's not going there for a punch.
Well, he goes for a punch, just misses.
Yep. All right. Looks like it's Shaya's turn now.
Yeah. Well, he'll go for a straight punch this time. That's 3 carryover. 6. Soak 1.
And I soak exactly 1.
All right. Go ahead, Shinlo.
And he'll basically go for another punch again, but then he'll kind of like ready his stance, and he'll just go for like a quick little karate chop, basically. Well, punch, basically.
Snap punch. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 successes, 1 carries over.
Here, since he has a rage, he might try to dodge.
So
Roll now.
you're going to try that.
Yeah. You can roll now.
Oh yeah, he dodges the fuck out of it.
Yeah. All right. Since he dodges, I guess I'm not too keen on it, but I believe Shinlo's attack misses, and that eats up one of Simon's rage turns. But now it's also top of the round again. Well, not top of the round, but top of the range round for Grant's, and I think this is the last one.
Yeah, because he used
Spent one, with the dodge.
And this one, he'll go for a straight. He'll go for a straight punch. 3 successes.
I will use my rage to dodge that.
All right, roll dodge.
Actually, no. Just roll for damage.
Okay. Oh shit!
Wow. Well, I believe that puts Shinlo out because he took 2 before, and this is 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you guys want to, I guess, explain how that happens?
Yeah. So I'll say having just. So how did Shinlo go for before? Did he go for a punch before when he met?
Well, the thing. it seemed like the way Shinlo was fighting that he wasn't really like he kind of was just like trying to he wasn't really trying to go all out, but he was just like and then when you start delivering the blows, he just was like okay.
So yeah, so Shinlo goes for a punch, and Simon dodges, but in quite an unusual way. He doesn't go back. He like goes straight for Shinlo and just actually bends down and just goes back up, just uppercutting Shinlo, first touching his stomach and then just like actually uppercutting and hitting his jaw as Shinlo hits the ground, and Simon actually like jumps in his uppercut to like do more damage.
All right, that's enough. I've seen what I needed to see. And though Shinlo might be down, that just doesn't mean anything. If there's one thing that you need to know is that everybody has their days. And today you just proved to be the better man. But you do have skill, you do have power, and I see that. And you seem to be pretty decent in your combat ability. So I will take what I've saw here, and I'll let the warder know, and he'll give you his approval to whether you can join the Guardian Corps or not. And he goes over to Shinlo and kind of kneels and then pats him like on the cheek a little bit, like to kind of like rouse him.
He wakes up and basically he basically jumps up and basically dusts himself back off. Like
I was gonna say
and he just looks like nothing didn't happen.
When Shinlo was waking up, well, whether Shinlo probably didn't take it, but Grant's reached a hand to help him.
Well, basically he just does like a flip and just basically gets up and just wipes his jaws off like with a little bit of blood.
Eric
You okay?
stands.
I'm fine. And basically bows.
Good. Good. All right. Like I told Grant's here, I'll get with the warder. I'll let him know my opinions of you two, and he will give you his final say-so if he would like you to join a Guardian Corps. Just remember that if you do, that you take extreme responsibility towards it and do not tarry and falter in those duties. As you can see around here, this is a war zone. Not like the Amazon where it's, thick brush and tropical climate. Here it's glass and concrete. This is almost or about the same as the Amazon. You will not find any other battlefield like this in the United States. So, when you are given that offer to join the Guardian Corps, make sure that is something that you want to do and you put your heart into it. You both understand?
He'll nod, like a firm nod. Yes, Raya.
And Shinlo bow.
Good. You both can go about what you were doing before, and like I said, the warder or you'll probably tell me to do it. Let's just be real. You'll probably hear from me later on today or tomorrow.
Yes,
of course.
And with that, Eric will turn and take his leave of those two. Do you two want to do anything while you're together?
Shinlo is probably just basically going to go back and just get back to meditating.
Yeah, he kind of smiles at Shinno, just not saying anything and going back to meditate to his meditation. And yeah, Simon will just then go back to his kinfolk before he'll probably join back in a few minutes to the training grounds to train. But yes, he'll first go to check on his kinfolk.
Okay. And with that, I can say we can end our scene there. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene for Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. Have a great day.